Hello and welcome to another episode of the Sherwood Squawk. My name is Councillor Nkunda Joel Matsiko, also known as AJ and Joel to others. This year has been a very busy year, and I wanted to get more videos out, but the busyness has just taken over. But I'm pleased to report that earlier this year I got married to my wonderful wife, who, amongst other great attributes, inspires me. Also, last year in October 2025, we launched the Nottingham People's Alliance together with other former Labour councillors, really to stand up and hold this administration to account for a lot of the decisions that have been made recently, especially. And in summary, I'm a Nottingham City Councillor serving the Sherwood ward of the city. And separately, I work as an immigration advisor at level 3, which is the highest level we can get for immigration practice, with my sole practice, one step ahead, immigration services, that aims to enable people to live in the UK legally and to become British citizens should they wish to do so. Although a lot of my work is actually for British citizens who want to marry from abroad. Whilst these two roles are separate, there are some overlaps when it comes to seeking justice for people of all backgrounds, such as my work to help the Ukrainians, Afghans, Sudanese, and a lot of people may know already, I did a hell of a lot of work from the outset of the Windrush scandal and have been helping Commonwealth citizens ever since. Also, more recently, I've been helping those who have been victims of modern day slavery within the care sector, specifically the migrants that came here to contribute to our care sector in this country. And together in my two roles, I'm working for the betterment of humanity, making sure that individuals and families can remain safe in a safe environment with the respect and dignity that we all deserve, regardless of background. Today, I want to speak, or should I say, squawk, we are the show Squawk after all, about the by-election campaign taking place in the Leen Valley ward right now. Now, this campaign will run until polling day, which is scheduled for Thursday, the 20th of August. And also, I want to explain why I vote for Parveen Begum of the Nottingham People's Alliance, party which we helped found, is a vote to send a message to Westminster that will be felt. This will be felt. And this message should be that business as usual is not what Nottingham wants. And also, like many places across the UK, we want better, safer, and secure futures with opportunities for jobs and development for all. And to simply be able to get on with our lives, because after all, we don't be held back by these negative voices and narratives about discrimination, who's British, who's not British. Stop wasting our time. We want to make sure that we have a Britain that aligns with our values of community betterment, and Nottingham deserves a council that listens, protects what matters, and puts communities before the interests of corporate profits. However, due to the mediocre and, quite frankly, poor decision making in recent years, we have seen in Nottingham our libraries, community spaces, public assets, including those assets that are actually revenue generating, and the vital services that we rely on and other people rely on, either cut, sold off, or placed under pressure, whilst everyday people like you and me are left to carry the burdens. And there are those who are profiting. And just to give an example of some of this, when people say that Nottingham had no money and went into bankruptcy, I'm always kind of really surprised, because usually when an organization becomes bankrupt, they can't afford pay rises, for example. I mean, they gave an extra £6,000 on top of a £180,000 salary to the then chief executive of the council when the council was meant to be bankrupt. Is it just me, or is it strange that that could actually happen? And did you know the current salary of the chief executive, of a chief executive, doesn't matter who that person is, if they're that chief executive, they're going to get over £200,000 per year. Now, compare this to the councillor's basic allowance. Without extra special responsibilities, what we get as councillors, if you're backbench and you don't take on any other roles, is around £16,000 annually, which is nothing. You can't pay bills with that. So as young councillors, we need to work. So what you can see is that here, as local politicians, we are here to serve, not for the money. The Nottingham People's Alliance was created because we believe Nottingham can do better. Nottingham Labour has lost its way, mainly in serving big corporate interests. And to know what I mean, just look at the company behind Nottingham's vision and ask yourself, can community wealth be built via their engagement? And the other companies behind the local government reorganisation, LGR, for example, these plans have to be paid for. And the latter, who is going to be part of that LGR, they're going to be paid at least £9.5 million of our council's money to carry out these plans that we believe will inevitably make it much harder for local people to engage with their council. So we at the Nottingham People's Alliance, our values are that we believe in humanity, honesty and hope, not just slogans, but as a practical approach to local government. And humanity means treating residents with dignity, whether they are struggling with housing, utility bills to heat their homes, council tax, health and social care, safety, or just access to basic public services. And part of our values is honesty, which means being straight to people about how council decisions are made with our public money that we pay in. And talking about what's gone wrong and talking about what's gone right and what we should continue to do. And the hope, that means rebuilding confidence in local politics, that you know that it serves and it's there to serve you, and that your vote actually matters. You see, this by-election is not just about filling a seat, it's about sending a message that Leen Valley wants councillors who will stand up for residents, challenge poor decisions, and speak clearly about the needs of our communities and more widely our city. This is why I'm asking Leen Valley residents to vote for Parveen Begum of the Nottingham People's Alliance. Parveen is committed and capable and rooted in the values of what our city needs. Those values being fairness, accountability, compassion, and practical action. She has got many achievements in her own life that we all aspire to, just as normal human beings trying to get on with our lives. A vote for Parveen is a vote to protect community services, defend local assets, and push for safer streets and support for individuals and family under pressure. And also to bring a stronger independent voice into Nottingham City Council. We are currently the largest opposition group that Nottingham Labour has seen since 1995. So this is your opportunity to be part of this history in the making right now. And it's also a vote to move beyond the same old political excuses. And Nottingham essentially needs leadership that is transparent, not imposed, and that is accountable about how our money is spent in the city. And also we need to be serious about services, protecting those services, frontline staff, and also the needs of residents within all that, not party corporate donors who are looking to bring their latest AI or whatever it is to the council that stops us from actually connecting with our council that we want to do. So if you live in Leen Valley and have the right to vote, please use your vote on Thursday, the 20th of August. If you already have a postal ballot, get that postal ballot in for the Nottingham People's Alliance. Parveen Begum is the candidate that we have together working with, standing there. But if you're not in Leen Valley and want to help, you can help us fundraise by donating via our website. You can speak to neighbours, share this video, other videos through WhatsApp, Facebook, other social media platforms. You can actually come out and contact us, come out and volunteer, knock on doors, get in the campaign spirit, see what we're about, ask us more questions, and help us build a genuine People's Alliance across Nottinghamshire and beyond. We have already teamed up with the Broxtowe Alliance, Broxtowe People's Alliance, I should say in full, who has done a fantastic job in taking responsible control of Broxtowe Borough Council and hosting community events in the areas and making a difference. They even beat reform in Stapleford. And the upcoming changes to the council, i.e. through local government reorganisation, something that has been driven through, even though a majority of people may not even know about it, this is your opportunity to make your voice heard by voting NPA, Nottingham People's Alliance. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And let's keep working together for a better Nottingham and beyond. Bye for now.